This is a live picture outside the courthouse in Nassau, the Bahamas. 2 months after the untimely death of Anna Nicole Smith and more than 6 months after the paternity of her daughter was first challenged, science may finally cut through all the wrangling and settle this issue. Who is Danny Lynn's daddy? Good day, I'm Chris Jansing, and a hearing is scheduled to begin in the Bahamas shortly. The key players in the battle over Anna Nicole Smith's baby are arriving at a courtroom in the Bahamas. They should all just about be inside within a minute. These traditionally punctual hearings should start. Who is the father of Danny Lynn? We could know this afternoon. All right, Jeffrey, so we get this ruling and it says yes or no, but a lot of people can't understand why, once we know who the father is, that it doesn't end everything. Why doesn't paternity determine custody?
Because the system doesn't always work. And if you look at the Bahamian code, the biological father could end up a joint guardian with the maternal grandmother, which could confuse the case. And if that occurs, the next step for the maternal grandmother could be trying to prove the biological father is unfit and therefore try and take the child from the dad. I hope to God that doesn't happen, and I hope this case ends. Also, another possible scenario would be the biological father and the psychological father, or the alleged psychological father, litigating for custody, which is another possible scenario. I just litigated a case just like this in Chicago, and I was successful, and the court awarded custody to the biological dad, and the court stated on the record that the biological father has superior rights to any other party in the proceeding. And I believe that's the case here. I believe the biological father will have superior rights to anyone else in the proceeding, but that doesn't mean the case will end, and that doesn't mean the DNA test results will be determinative of the child's future. And I just hope we start focusing on the child's future and the rights of the dad. And if the child does, by some slim possibility, end up with the grandma, that concerns me. And the reason that concerns me is because if the child gets older and asks the grandma, well, what could you tell me something about my mother or my father? What will she say? And if she says something negative about both biological parents to the child as a custodian, I think that could be very harmful to the